Your spear just broke. The lion circling your camp has already killed twice this week, and your family is starving. You're 250,000 years ago in the African twilight, with nothing but fire and wood. Tonight, you hunt the hunter, or everyone you love dies. You are Homo Heidelbergensis, the ancestor who would give rise to both Neanderthals and modern humans. Your band numbers 15 souls, and for 6 days, you found nothing but dried bones and the tracks of animals smarter than you. The herds have moved, the rains failed, your daughter's ribs show through her hide wrap, and the old ones have stopped complaining about the hunger. That's when you know it's bad. But you've been watching this lion, a massive male, scarred across the muzzle, dragging his right hind leg from some ancient injury. He's been following the same path every evening, down from the rocky outcrop to the water hole. Predictable, desperate like you. Your hands shake as you sharpen a new spear point, using a river stone to chip away at the acacia wood. The fire crackles low. You're rationing now. 3 other hunters sit with you. Broken Tooth, the strongest among you. Gray Hair, who remembers the last great drought. And Young Blood, who's never killed anything larger than a gazelle but has the speed of wind itself. That's when you smell it. Thick, musky, cat. The lion has changed his pattern. He's here, now, in your camp. Your heart hammers against your ribs as you grab the half-finished spear and a burning branch from the fire. The others scramble up, grabbing weapons, forming a loose circle. In the dying light, you see him. Massive shoulders, mane like a dark storm cloud, eyes that catch the firelight and throw it back at you like molten gold. He's 20 paces away, then 15. He's not hunting, he's testing, seeing if you'll run. Gray Hair thrusts his torch forward and screams, the ancient sound of defiance that's kept your species alive for 1,000,000 years. The lion stops, crouches lower. You can see the muscles bunching beneath his hide. This is about to get worse. The wind shifts, and the lion catches the scent of your entire camp. The weak, the hungry, the easy prey huddled in the cave behind you. His ears pin back. You know that look. You've seen it in the eyes of every predator that's ever considered you food. He's made his decision. He charges. Everything slows down. Broken Tooth steps forward, roaring, thrusting his spear. The lion twists mid-leap, unbelievably fast for something so massive, and the spear glances off his shoulder. His paw, bigger than your face, catches Broken Tooth across the chest and sends him spinning into the darkness. You hear the wet thud of impact, the crack of ribs. The metallic smell of blood fills the air. Blood in the water draws more predators. The hyenas will come soon. Young Blood throws his spear wild. It misses. The lion pivots toward the cave, toward the helpless ones, and something primal ignites in your chest. Not today. Not your people. You've survived volcanic eruptions, watched mountains rise from the earth, crossed deserts that killed entire bands. You didn't come this far to die in the dark. Move. Now. You sprint forward, driving your unfinished spear toward the lion's flank. The point isn't even hardened in fire yet, but you put every desperate, hungry, furious ounce of yourself behind it. The wood punches through hide and muscle, and the lion screams, a sound that freezes the blood of every living thing for a mile in every direction. He whips around, the spear still jutting from his side, and his jaws find your left arm. The pain is white-hot, blinding. You feel bones grind, but your right hand still grips the burning branch, and you slam it into his face, into his eyes, into his open mouth. Fur ignites. The stench of burning hair and flesh chokes you. He releases you, shaking his head, roaring, backing away. Gray Hair is there suddenly, his stone hand axe rising and falling, rising and falling. Young Blood finds courage and drives another spear low into the lion's injured leg. This is it. The lion stumbles, falls to his front knees. Blood pours from multiple wounds. He's still dangerous. Wounded animals kill more hunters than healthy ones. But he's fading. You can see it in his eyes, the fire dimming. Broken Tooth crawls back into the light, one arm hanging useless, but in his good hand is a massive stone. He brings it down on the lion's skull with the last of his strength. Silence. That's the worst sign. You wait, chest heaving, arms screaming, watching for any movement. The lion doesn't rise. After an eternity, Gray Hair approaches carefully and touches the cat's nose with his spear. Nothing. Your knees buckle. You've done it. You've killed a cave lion with nothing but wooden spears, stone tools, and fire. But the price is steep. Broken Tooth will never hunt again. His ribs are shattered. Your arm is mangled, already swelling. You'll both be burdens for months. Then you realize you're holding food. 200 pounds of meat. Fat, protein, life. The hyenas are laughing in the distance, getting closer. No choice left. You and Gray Hair drag the carcass toward the cave while young blood builds up the fire into a roaring barrier. You work through the night, cutting meat with stone blades, hanging strips to dry over smoke, rendering fat to store. Your ruined arm throbs with every movement, but you don't stop. By dawn, you've processed the entire kill. The cave smells of blood and smoke and survival. Your daughter eats until her stomach bulges. The old ones weep with relief. Broken Tooth will live, though he'll carry stone and wood instead of hunting. You'll carry scars that will ache every winter for the rest of your days. But here's what you've really accomplished. You've proven that humans, weak, clawless, slow humans, can coordinate, can plan, can use fire and tools and sheer desperate intelligence to kill the unkillable. This moment, repeated 10,000 times across Africa, is why you're here now. Your ancestors looked at the apex predator, the king of beasts, and said, not prey, hunter. Every scar you carry is a lesson passed down. How to approach from downwind, where to strike, how to use fire not just for warmth, but as a weapon. That broken arm that never quite heals, right? It teaches the young ones that courage has a cost, that survival sometimes means sacrifice, that the tribe matters more than the individual. 3 weeks later, the rains come, the herds return. But you remember the taste of lion meat, and more importantly, you remember what you're capable of when everything is on the line. You're not just surviving anymore, you're competing, you're winning. 250,000 years later, your descendants will walk on the moon, split atoms, cure diseases. But it started here, in the African dark, with bleeding hands and a burning branch, and the absolute refusal to let the night take what's yours. This is your heritage. This moment made us who we are. The next time you face something impossible, a challenge that terrifies you, a moment where quitting looks easier, remember, you carry the DNA of people who stared down a 400-pound apex predator with wooden sticks and won. You've witnessed what your ancestors endured, the raw edge where extinction met innovation and humanity refused to blink. If this story moved you, become part of the tribe. Hit that like button, subscribe to see what other impossible things our ancestors survived, and share this with someone who needs to remember that they come from people who hunted lions barehanded and won.